Hey, young world, I'm back already. Y'all. Y'all like my lights? I hope so. What is that on your face? Monkeypox. Nah. Okay, so about the rapper Glorilla, I'm not going to tarry too long. I didn't know. But see, this happened. This is recent, but they scrub things sometimes away from the net after a while, like the next biggest thing, or if something they really didn't want to know out. But I noticed a pattern. Okay, I was just talking to y'all about Takashi 6ix9ine and how they set him up along his journey, along his way in the industry, and because they put you where they want you to be, whether you think that you're moving on your own pretense or not. Everything is orchestrated, whether you're down with the get down or not, right? So on to say why this come across my feed. See, it was meant to be. It was meant for me to tell y'all. Okay, the pattern, Glorilla. Okay, so I know y'all like, please stop delaying. What happened? Yeah, they robbed her. Okay, this happened in July. Okay, so we're in the month of October. This is the beginning of October, right? This just happened in July. Okay, July 20th, 2025. It was a home invasion. Some of her family members happened to be there and they bust back. They retaliated. They were shooting back at the people who broke into her home, right? While she was away, she was not there. She was out performing a whole nother I guess is a state. Yes, in Indianapolis. I can't even pronounce that word. Indianapolis. Yeah. Indiana. I'll just say Indiana. Indianapolis. Okay, I try to say it fast and I think about it, see if I can say it. But she was at a WNBA All-Star weekend gig. And this is where you think about her entourage. Who was it? It's somebody inside her circle. Now I don't know if it's from the top or the bottom, considering the amount of monies and or valuables the lick was for, which was, they said, over 700,000, so almost $1 million has been stolen from her while she was out performing, and her family members happened to be there. So that means that was last minute. That was smart on her part, but she never knew that she was going to be a victim subsequently of an inside job, because it's inside the industry somewhere. Somebody knew too much about her moves, and now it's time to get her. Now it's time, because this is a pattern in the industry. Think about all the robbers who had home invasions. We was just talking about Pop Smoke, home invasion, but he was there. See, now the intruders that came into her house, obviously they was not armed. Or perhaps, I'm not thinking, well, not even that. Yeah, they probably was just getting out with their life, okay. Because if they got into a gun battle, what would it have done? It would have brought the light on the operation. So it's either, we're gonna go down if we go down, but let's not go down. Let's just cut our losses and get our life and get out. I'm talking about the robbers, right? The people that's working in the industry. See, this is the worker bees of the powers that be. Because whatever monies that they get, they gang, yeah, they blow a certain amount or whatever, but they got bills and stuff they owe. They got to keep up. When you're in the industry, you have to keep up the lifestyle. And so the lifestyle is not always partying all the time. It's the stuff that they don't talk about, the bills. How the celebrities come up homeless or destitute, or they end up selling dope. Now let me tell you about that, because they have to support themselves, because Hollywood don't give you nothing. They killing you for everything, and then they killing you on top of killing you, right? So what I'm just trying to say, remember Rich Homie Quan, they did him like that. He ended up on dope in his house, stressed out, ain't making no money. They giving him money like you work at McDonald's or something like that. And he found out it wasn't what it was cut out to be. And he was not cut out. And what they do, they take you out, or you have the substances to take your own self out, because things ain't going. You owe everybody. people threatening you. You got the goons after, because they don't tell you the things of the industry, the negative, the bad things in the industry. The industry will, how do you say it? They will threaten you in ways. They will touch you and harm you in ways to make you comply one way or the other. It will come out your ass if necessary, if not first. You know what I said. You heard what I said, right? Out your butt. They'd take it out your butt, the Baphomet. Okay? And then Glorilla, what did you do? You sold your soul. So I'm pretty sure she went the Baphomet way. See, so this is not too far fetched what I'm saying, right? This is crazy how these things, how they correlate, because it's so crazy. It's just in plain sight. But on to say, so they got her in the month of July. So coming, it was, her case was on a standstill because then she felt like they were incriminating her and her family. And she was like, she was the victim. This is what she's saying. So her and her attorney, okay, you trust in your attorney who's on the payroll too, whether you know it or not, he's an industry attorney. See, there's the connection. Now that's what I'm telling you. All these things. Remember, I was telling you earlier about Tekashi 6ix9ine. They got the lawyers, they got the managers, they got the judges, they got the police, the, what do you call them? Probation, parole officers. Like, everybody is playing their part, and it all goes up to the highest power. Each authority has to check. Okay, y'all. They just doing their part. Everybody on the payroll. Everybody's against you, slave. You are a commodity. You are beef. You are cooked chicken. Okay? You are to be sold and not told. Shh. Right? And even if you get down with the get down, you'll just be a good slave. They still gonna get you when you think you up, or when you least expect it. The snakes in the industry. Remember, I told you the Hunger Games. You can't trust nobody. Now I think she probably thinking like, who? And then she's gonna go to that mode of feeling like, I can't trust nobody. So then that's gonna send her through down a spiral, like a different type of how she moved path too. But it's so hard to live a life. You're gonna feel trapped, which she is trapped by the contracts, the NDAs, everything they have to sign. Okay, by her record labels. On to say, that's what I'm saying. You still have to work through all of this oppression and the things that happen to you in the industry. You still have to go for, you can't sleep or take a day off, or I'm depressed, let me talk. Yeah, you can talk to counselors, but I'm saying, like, you can't just run away, because wherever you run, they right there too. You can't, and then you can't even go. You thinking you can until you try, and then see, you end up in situations and things happen. Now I know she probably thinking back, like was there a sign or something? Like, clues. She's gonna play back and analyze everything. So they popped her also when the police came into her house. Then they came back 24 hours later with a warrant for her, because upon them searching the house for the robber, the home, the person who invaded the home, she got caught for drug possession because she had large quantities of marijuana. See, possession of sale, I'm pretty sure. And they came back with that warrant for that. They wanted to do it legal because they wanted to stick, right? They came in for one situation, but ended up finding another. And that, I told you, these celebrities, 9 times out of 10, they got their own hustle on the side. They let you do that. They might know you doing it, but you might be under the radar for a moment because you got business to handle with these higher entities that move with these lower authorities, like the police or the law. Like, you notice how the FBI or the feds, they won't come in unless it's something big that hits the radar, the RICOs and things of that nature, the trafficking and stuff like that. See, they'll let you do, and then they'll let you get caught up by the industry antics. So I'm not saying she wasn't doing nothing wrong, but it was the time to get her. It was the season. It was the reason for the season. She was easy catch. She's up. Or her finances. And that's what I'm saying. Working for Satan, I'm telling you, it's just spiritually demonic, right? So they like, give me that. Somebody was like, give me that. She having too much. You got the haters in the industry, somebody watching your every move, or it could just be who groomed you, who's up underneath you, who is critiquing you and making you be who you are, your handler, all of these things. So, or is it like a Jay Prince thing? She's a rapper. Does she got to check in? Is there a policy? Can somebody hit me in the comments and tell me? Like, Gorilla, does this apply to you? But you ain't in Houston, Texas. But so what? Maybe they use that tactic. You get what I'm saying? Like, who knows? Like, this is what these people do. They're not to be trusted. And then their track record shows over and over again the pattern, because they do it to each one. Nobody's exempt, right? Oh, excuse me, bless me. But when she got arrested 24 hours later, she was released on bond. But her investigation was on her. Sorry, y'all, glitching. Everyone, and why is this slow? I did not turn on no slow mo. Oh my gosh. Just gonna keep talking, you guys. Hopefully you guys hear the rest of this video. The thing is glitching out. It never fails, right? These are okay. She's the top is, uh, the top